Okay, so I'm here at the Gears of War Judgment stand here at the Eurogamer Expo with producer Chris. Hello, Chris.
How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Now, Gears of War Judgment is adding classes to the Gears of War formula now. How do you feel that's gone down with the fans?
It seems to be really positive. You know, a lot of people come by and they either see the booth and they go, oh, wow, there's classes now in Gears of War. They want to know a little bit more about each class. You know, what I think it really brings to the game is it allows you to play it differently, right? Like, I like to play a little bit more support. I like to stand back and help my team. And so it gives me the ability to do that in a much easier way than old Gears of War when everybody had a Lancer and we were all kind of equal. You know, so it's a little bit more tailored to how each person plays on a team, and it sort of just does it naturally. And so when people see it, I think they're generally pretty excited about it.
Was there a particular game you sort of took inspiration from for this one?
No one individual game for adding classes. You know, it's obviously not a new thing. There's plenty of games that have done it. You know, I think Battlefield is probably one of the most popular ones, and guys at the office certainly played lots of that. We play lots of different games. So I wouldn't say that there's one game, you know, specifically that set it up. It was, you know, maybe a combination of all the different things that we're playing back at home.
Awesome. Could you quickly just say as well any other additional stuff that we haven't seen in the original Gears of War? Any new weapons or anything like that?
Yeah, there's tons. I mean, the stuff we've talked about so far is obviously Overrun mode. We announced there's a free-for-all mode in multiplayer now, which is great. That's never been in Gears before. We showed a new weapon called the Breach Shot, which is like a Locust long-range rifle. It has this big axe on it, so when you melee somebody, you can like chop them. That's a great rifle. We have some other new weapons that we haven't talked about. There's other new modes going into multiplayer that we haven't even got into yet, and of course the campaign. You know, there's lots of new stuff in the campaign. So
fantastic. I've got one last question. With us being a sort of retro site, we always like asking what people's preferences were with the older sort of SNES and Genesis systems. Did you have any preference?
Yeah, well, you know, I think I go back to 2 is the, you know, back in the old original Atari days when I was little, and my dad brought one home one day, and I still remember playing Atari forever. But the one that really sticks out is the Sega Genesis. I was in high school when the Genesis was out, and just it was, you know, every weekend usually it was me and my friends just sitting around playing Sega and a lot of NHL hockey and some of the other games, and it was, you know, I think that's really what got me into gaming in a big way. You know, my dad started it when I was young. My dad was into games, but then it really grew with my friends and turned into a career, which is great. You know, I do what I love, and so. Yeah.
Fantastic. It's funny because last year we asked the same question and it was all SNES. Like there was yes. Nobody really wanted it, but this year it's completely the opposite way around. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. So that's Gears of War Judgment.